Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Bushman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for the new moon that's occurring on September 14th or 15th, depending on where you live within the world. So before we break it down, I just want to mention that this is, of course, a general reading. If you're interested in a personalized reading where we'll take a look at your own personal numerology in a variety of ways, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. I would love to work with you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. Life Path 6. So this new moon for you all is bringing up the energy of the One and Firefly. So this is actually really beautiful. It works really beautiful together. And so there's definitely something, this is going to sound really cheesy, but I'm really feeling it. This is something, especially with this One energy and Firefly coming through around this new moon, there's definitely something here that's pushing you to let your inner light shine. So what do I mean by that? Behind the cliches, right? Is there's something that wants to come through you that is very authentic, that is like very much your own, that is coming or stemming from your own original ideas, where you are going to have to be sort of the leader in that. Even if that means just voicing that you want to do this or you want to go after it or, calling in the people to help you to do it. But there's something where something wants to sort of be birthed through you that has to do with your natural gifts, your natural talents, and it wants to be done in a way that's authentic to you, where you're not compromising on your gifts or what you want or your space or whatever. But there's something where it's like you might be dimming your light to let other lights shine, right? Like other people let their light shine. And with the One and Firefly, there's definitely something at this new moon. And new moons, of course, are new initiations, big new starts, taking a risk, being, planting new seeds, setting intentions. But there's something that this One energy and this Firefly energy are saying to you, sixes, where is it that, you're not letting your light shine? Like you're not going after your dreams. You're not taking the lead in something that you feel very capable of taking the lead in, but you're sort of minimizing your capabilities or you're minimizing your desires for the sort of needs and desires of somebody else. And so you may feel sort of that fire within you around this new moon where it's like, you know what? I'm tired of minimizing who I am, or I'm tired of not taking up enough space or taking up my own space type thing. And this can kind of come in, especially if you're starting to feel any resentments or frustrations around overgiving in a situation. So whether it's like you're picking up the slack for someone, or you're constantly needing to show up for someone, or someone is always venting towards you but never asks how you're doing, or et cetera, et cetera. And so there's definitely something here where it's asking you to not dim your light for someone else, right? Because there's no reason why you both can't show up like lights blaring. And so with the One energy, you could just really feel that push to take the initiative towards whatever it is that you really want to accomplish or you really want to do. And especially this is for those sixes who, has a certain gift and you've been neglecting that gift to make other people comfortable. That's coming in really, really strongly with these two energies, where if there's something that you are just innately gifted at or talented or drawn towards, but you're not pursuing it or you're not putting yourself out there or you're not doing it because it might make other people uncomfortable or it might go against the grain, or it may take away from the time that you have to give to others, to invest in others, or to pick up the slack of others. So it's kind of pushing you to really, just take up more space unapologetically. You can still show up for and nurture and care for and, assist others, of course. And that's just such a strong part of your nature anyway. But this energy is saying there is a light inside of you that wants to shine. And And really, I see that as like your natural gifts, right? Like your natural talents. And so if you're neglecting those talents, those gifts, to caretake for someone, to do, again, to pick up the slack for someone, whatever the case may be, if you are neglecting something about yourself, this is a time where you might be sort of pushed to dedicate more time and energy towards reigniting your own light, if that makes sense, right? Which doesn't mean that you go into the sort of the other side of the pendulum where you start neglecting those people or not caring for those people. Because if you're in a caretaker role, of course, you still have those responsibilities. And of course, you'll still meet those responsibilities, no doubt. But this energy is just saying, take a closer look at where is it that you are sacrificing yourself for others? Where is it that you're sacrificing your own innate gifts, your own like natural authentic gifts? Where is it that you're not sort of shining that light and you're feeling it? Like you really are starting to feel like resentful or, regretting it type thing. I think you might see around this new moon where you have the opportunity to step into that or to make some modifications so that you can start honoring that side of yourself. And really, if you don't know what that is, if you don't know what your innate gifts are, that's okay too. And you might see around this new moon that things come in for you and you get new ideas and you get excited about something, but then you immediately sort of start to squash those because you're like, okay, well, I've got these responsibilities for these other people that I have to tend to. And we're not saying, neglect your responsibilities. What we're saying is, honor those responsibilities, but not by sacrificing yourself. And so there's definitely with Firefly coming through, there is something in you that wants to come out and, have its place in the world, like its viable place in the world. And so you might see that come in really, really strongly around this new moon. And when it's, for a new moon, that means taking that risk, like taking an initiative, making it happen, going after it, blazing the trail, being authentic, being unique, really being self-aware and honoring self, right? So, it's interesting. I always like when these sort of very strong energies come in for sixes where it's putting the focus back on you and it's really saying, don't neglect yourself, don't self-sacrifice, for others. Because the six is such a giving, nurturing energy that it's very easy to kind of go to that extreme in life. And so when these strong energies come in that are sort of pushing you to really honor that sort of independent, very self-aware side of yourself and honor your own natural gifts and build upon them and all of that, regardless of what other people think, I really love seeing that coming through for sixes because it kind of brings in this beautiful balance, right? Because again, six is such a nurturing, giving energy that usually focuses on the all, others. So when you have strong one energy coming through, it's like that beautiful balance where it's like, yeah, but don't forget about you. Don't forget about what you came here, to this planet to share. Because it's not always about other people. So I love this. So there's some kind of light in you that wants to come out with Firefly. And it could also be that you're getting some kind of recognition around this time, or you're in the spotlight, quite literally. Take take that recognition, take that validation, take that, that prestige and honor, and soak it up. You've earned it. You deserve it. Don't shy away from the limelight, whatever that may be, because you're definitely worthy of it. So love this energy for you all. I hope it's a big, beautiful new moon. And what I would say is, just commit to yourself that under this new moon, you will initiate something that you really want. You will say yes to something that you really want. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to disrupt your whole world. It doesn't have to blow everything up. It's just saying, pick one thing, at least one thing that you really, really, your heart just really wants it, and start moving towards it. Say yes to it. put your, honor that side of yourself that has that desire, that goal. So beautiful energy. So let your light shine, sixes. I hope it's a great time. Take care. Bye for now.